Hey, welcome back. This is Jay Barino. I'm playing some Starcraft Master Recall. It is a Starcraft Brood War remake in Starcraft 2. You might think, Jay, why are your loading screens going so much faster? It's because I start the mission just to load it and immediately restart because I don't feel like waiting as long.
Insufferable Protoss coward. Tassadar cannot evade my wrath forever. I shall find him and cut him.
Zaz is dead.
Oh, it is a pity that Cerebrants cannot truly be killed. I expect that the Overmind will reincarnate him soon.
No, he will not. The Protoss have devised some new attack. An attack powerful enough to nullify our reincarnation and give pause to the Overmind itself.
So, Tassadar's plan was merely a diversion. I should not have underestimated him so.
Without its master, Zaz's brood has run amok, and even now threatens the Hive Cluster. Cerebrant, you must eradicate the rampaging brood and stem any further damage it might cause. I shall deal with the Protoss myself.
Alrighty, so in this one we have to kill Zaz's brood, so this is the only Zerg v Zerg mission, I believe, in the first Zerg campaign. Meaning, the Zerg campaign in the original game, not Brood War the expansion. I have a feeling that this mission's going to be awesome now that I can have Lurkers. That's just my thought. Lurker v Lurker with Zerg is just so good. I do vaguely recall what this is. I don't want to lose. Okay. Oh, that wasn't mine. Oh, I thought I was going to lose a Mutalisk. Okay, but it wasn't mine. This mission's a little darker, which I kind of like because that's how it was, if I recall. Let's see if we can do this without losing any of my units. What I used to do for this is I would take out the creep and stuff, but I would build a creep colony so that the creep didn't completely recede while I waited. For mine to build. So let's build this here. That way we'll have a creep colony. Okay, let's clean this up. Oh, that's cool. The drone attacks do the little. They shoot the acid. That's kind of what. That's what they. Well, that's definitely exactly what they did in the original game. Now let's see if we have enough room here to make my hatchery. Cool, and we did it without losing any units, I don't think. I don't know how many Hydralisks we started with. It looks like we only have 7, and I think maybe we started with 8. I honestly don't know, because I didn't count. Okay, so at least this is here, so we'll have some creep ready to go and some defense. Now we just have to wait for this to build. I always find the missions where you have to, like, clear an area out and then build the base a little strange, because I mean, then you just have to wait for a decently long time for it to finish before you can get going. Alright. So this will be a good spot to build defenses. We've got like a little canyon in here. We'll make some sunken, some lurkers. It'll be great. It'll be real great. Hey! Get out of there! Cool. So sure, I only have one less drone. I have one less drone to mine now to make this creep colony. But I think it'll be worth it. The first thing I'm going to do is build my spawning pool, and then just make drones with no abandon. Maybe I should have made 2 hatcheries in retrospect. I don't know. I didn't haven't practiced this mission in Master Recall. Just going off my good old time memories. Let's get that spawning pool just in case, because if we need to make sunken colonies, we need to make sunken colonies. It seems like this base up here. There is a base up here. That's the first expansion we want to aim for taking, especially because this is just going to be so easily defended. I'd much rather push up in this area first. I guess we can check it out with some Mutalisks. See what's going on up here. Looks like they're getting ready to attack me. Let's see if we can draw some of their units down into my Hydralisks. Just keep making drones. Alright, come down here. Come down here. Keep coming. Yeah! You get out of there. Alright. And make that a sunken colony just in case. We have a little defense down in this area if they try to come at me down this ramp. Though, if they run down here, I guess maybe I shouldn't have built it so far up. I have a decent force here, but I'd much rather make sure I have enough to defend before just kind of smashing up that ramp. It looked like I took out the Hydralisks, so I can just kind of harass a little bit. They rebuilt those Hydralisks immediately. Never mind. I want to make, like, 24 Zerglings-ish and just annihilate this with Zerglings. It should go pretty quick. Let's get my gas right away, too, because I'm sure that's what I'll be short on. Okay, let's build a creep colony up here. I'm going to build it up here and make it a spore colony, and then it'll extend the creep out pretty much to where I need it as well. So I expect Mutalisks coming over here, because that's what they used to do, and they would sometimes drop with Overlords, even though there's a ground path to the whole thing. Basically, the majority of this, it's like pathways. This whole mission is like pathways all around lava. That's pretty much how it is. Okay. Honestly, I really don't need gas right now, but having that one on there will be helpful. Okay, and then I do want lurkers fast, and I wonder, my question is, does the enemy field lurkers against you? Because the enemy did have medics in the first Terran campaign, so I will be intrigued to see what the outcome of that's going to be. Maybe building another hatchery would be... Building a hatchery here first would be the most helpful. Okay, so... Got a little attack there. Didn't lose anything. Didn't lose anything. Okay. So I'm going to keep making drones. Looked like they attacked my sunken colony and then stopped attacking it. Or maybe the Hydralisks got stuck up there. I don't know. Okay, let's do that, and let's get my Hydralisk's den when I can afford it, and right now I cannot. Cancel. Oh, I didn't... Yeah, I did cancel it. Okay, we want to rebuild that. Stop it. Good lord. Okay, they're coming from everywhere. Let's get another sunken colony here. Well, and when you build defensive structures, and I didn't follow my own advice up here, but you want to build them against things so that they can't be fully surrounded by Zerglings. It's a real, like, minor thing, but it will pay off, in my opinion. I think it will. Okay, so it seems like it's just non-stop Zergling attacks, so I want to just lock this down. Let's get one more sunken here, and see, I'm going to put it right up against the other one so that it can't be surrounded. Unless the unit model is such that Zerglings can fit through here. So like spine crawlers, that is the case. Though I don't know if that's necessarily been replicated in this game. Okay, how much do I need for a Hydralisk den? Okay, so I'm using all my money on this, but I just want to get enough on these sides here so that I don't have to worry as much about defense. And I think I'm okay. I don't have Kerrigan in this mission. Okay. So now I'm going to start putting more on gas. I do want another hatchery, but I can't really afford to produce out of it yet. So maybe I think I want to just focus on attacking up here first. Should I go straight? Oh, I need a lair for that. Let's get the attack range for Hydralisks. Still short on money. Oh man, if I want to build an attacking force to push up this ramp, I should get another hatchery. I don't know. Again, I do have a decent amount of stuff. Let's just poke up here and see what they're doing again. Bunch more Zerglings. Unfortunately, there are no Banelings in this, so there's really nothing that's like a spectacular counter to like a billion Zerglings, except more Zerglings. Now let's get Zergling speed while I'm talking about that, and we'll get an evolution chamber. In fact, let's build it here. So I'm expecting those Zerglings to be coming down that ramp at any moment. I want them to attack into the sunken colonies. I don't want to build too many sunken colonies because I can't uproot them, and I'm eventually going to be expanding up here, so I don't want to waste... I don't want to waste the defensive structures, if that makes any sense. Unless they end up dropping on me, and they very well might. Oh man, lurkers would be good to attack with, too. It's hard to say. I think just a ton of Zerglings will be the key, and I want to get +1 on them. And building more Overlords. I'm really kind of anxious to get this first expansion out, because if I don't, then it could really, really hinder me, because I'll slowly run out of money at my main base and just barely be able to expand up here, and then it's going to be the same thing over again. And it's hard to expand that way. Zerg on Zerg. Zerg doesn't have anything like super crazy beefy that can directly counter ground units like Reavers or things like that. Okay, that's good. They don't have Reavers, they don't have tanks, so I could just go mass Hydralisks and probably win with that. And that might be exactly what I'm going to end up doing. It's hard to say. This side seems fine now. Let's build a Spore Crawler here in case they send Mutalisks at me. In fact, I'm going to make another one. No, I'm not. I'm going to focus on building units. I'm going to get another hatchery. Then I'm going to make more Zerglings. Then I'm going to attack up that ramp. That's my goal. Let's see. It seems like this guy kind of rallies his units to the top of this ramp before attacking. Yes, he does. Okay. It's a lot of Zerglings. I didn't really... I want to check to see if they have upgrades. They are 1-1, and I'm 0-0, so... Okay, get up there. I'm going to build another Evo chamber. I need to catch up on upgrades, too. Okay, so we've got our hatchery. Let's make Zerglings. I'm going to make another sunken colony down here, actually, is fine. Okay, Mass Mutalisks is another good option. Mass Mutalisks is always a good option. It's just having the money to afford it.
The hive cluster is under attack.
This is why we have these over here. Did I start lurk? I did get lurkers. Okay, so I want to make a couple of those. And by a couple, I mean 5. Those will be really, really helpful against those Zergling attacks, too. Like, immensely helpful. We'll get the... I'm going to start my Carapace upgrades. That way I'll be 1-1 eventually. And then... then I'll start building more ground units when I can afford it. Okay, so let's see them attack into this. I'm just going to get one lurker out here. It doesn't seem like they're bringing an Overlord with their attacks yet. So that's fine with me. I will take these... I'll take these units with me when I attack. Let's get more drones, too. And we'll need another Overlord. And then I'll make a wave of Hydras, some Zerglings, and push up into that other base. Man, now that I've explained my whole strategy, I don't really know what to talk about. Hey, interesting StarCraft fact. It's only mildly StarCraft related because it's going to be Star Wars related. So a couple days ago, any of you who are interested in the Star Wars expanded universe might have seen that Disney/Lucasfilm is, I don't want to say discarding, but they're discontinuing the old StarCraft expanded universe chronology. And, like, it's still there and it's under a different banner called Legends now. But, it's not going to be expanded on, and it's not considered official canon as it used to be. And they're kind of creating a new expanded universe that is the official expanded universe canon. Now, I say this because when I was younger, I used to go to the library and I would get some of the expanded universe radio dramas on cassette tapes. And I'd take them home, one of which was Dark Empire, and the other was Tales of the Jedi, which were awesome graphic novels if you're into the Star Wars. I'm sorry if I said StarCraft before. Star Wars Expanded Universe. And there are characters in those that are voiced by the same voice actress who voices Sarah Kerrigan. And her name is... Glyneth... it starts with a G. It's like a GW maybe? I'm not 100% sure. But now I'm embarrassed that I don't know. Okay, they can't see my lurkers, and the lurkers are helping quite a bit. Let's get over and defend this. Anyway, yeah, fun fact. Now you know. And she did some voice acting for Diablo 2, I believe, as well. So, aren't you so glad that I shared that with you? Anyway, she's a great voice actress. I think she did a really good job with Sarah Kerrigan. So much of the plot line of StarCraft, the first one, was just entirely dependent on how well the voice acting was and the dialogue written. And I think that it was just an excellent job all around. I'm being attacked and I'm not looking. Am I okay? Yes, my lurkers are tearing it up. Okay, let's make a wave of Zerglings here, and then we will push in. And we'll take our Lurkers with me. At least 2 of them. 3 of them. Okay. I'm going to get another Sunken over here. Anyway, yes, I know that was kind of a bit of a tangent. Oh well. I am a huge fan of the Starcraft Expanded Universe, by the way. Okay, that's okay. It is time. Lurkers, you're going to stay back here for now. Let's get Overlord speed, because it's never a bad thing. Okay, here we go. Let's see what's up here. Draw them out. Okay, now we'll move in. Lurkers. Move in over here. The Lurkers can be seen. They can't even really get around things. The Lurkers can't be... they can be seen because they have Spore Crawlers just kind of hanging out, so I've got to watch out for that. This base had way less defenses than I originally anticipated, so I probably didn't have to wait as long as I did. Okay. I gotta be careful because they can see my Lurkers. So now most of the attacks will come from here, so I'm going to take this base. I'm going to keep building drones so I can have a hefty transfer of drones. Okay, that's going okay over there. And build. You Lurker, I want you down. I want 2 Lurkers over here. Just burrowed them again. Come here, shift-click, burrow over there. Another neat thing is you used to not really be able to... shift-click and queue up things, and by not really, I mean you definitely couldn't. I have a Queen's Nest. Once this is done, I will upgrade into a Hive so I can get my +3 upgrades. Okay, it's going pretty well. I've got 2 Lurkers up here that I'll use for defense. They want to take this back, and I think they will continue to for a long time. This is ideal. This is just kind of an ideal spot to put your Lurkers because, I mean, hell, it's just a choke point. And then we'll build Sunkens a little further behind them. We'll make it work so that things fit. Okay, there. We'll add that to my 3rd hatchery. Okay, I don't really need any queen upgrades. Yeah, those Lurkers, they just melt ground units that come in. Okay, there's my hatchery. I do want the antenna. It's just like not 100% needed upgrades, but they're just good to have. Okay, so let's keep making Hydras. So I'm going to do like a mix of Hydralisk Lurker. I don't think I can make Ultralisks yet. Oh, I can make Defilers. Defilers are pretty cool. They have Dark Swarm, and they have Plague. Plague, it's like it's just like poison, and it stays on the unit for a long time, and mostly just it'll tick their health down all the way to 1 hit point before being not. It won't be able to kill units, but it'll get them down to like 1 hit point. Man, I'm just rambling all over the place this mission, huh? Okay. Let's move up here. The missions are starting to take longer, so I'm struggling with, you know, random stuff to say. So I'm definitely going to go for some 3-3 action. Ooh, Adrenal Glands. So that's the Zerglings attack 20% faster, and they already attack super fast as it is. I think with the current bases that I have, I should be able to build more than enough stuff. Mutalisk Guardian is always just a fantastic combination in any matchup, but I just did that last mission. I didn't want to do it again, and yeah, that's the way it is. I don't know why they keep sending Overlords over here, and it bothers me a little bit. Alright. So, you units, move up here a little bit. It seems like they're not really sending units up here to attack me. I'm okay with that. But yes, they used to do that. There should be a ramp over here. Yes, there's a random Hydralisk. I could build a hatchery up here and defend that ramp instead, but this is just as good, I think. Okay. So, yes, I'm perfectly fine over here. They keep sending that stuff. No, you Hydralisks, I would much prefer if you stayed here, just in case, because I could get overwhelmed very easily. I'm very surprised I haven't been hit with, like, a giant wave of Mutalisks, because that seems like a pretty consistent a pretty consistent thing that happens thus far. I'm going to make a ton of overlords right now just to get it kind of out of the way. So I have two options. I can push out here and move right across the map or up and around, or I can go take a base on the right. I don't really need another base for money, but it's just one less place that can build units that are attacking me. Oh, and I was talking about Defilers. So I talked about Plague, and then they have Dark Swarm. And Dark Swarm is an interesting ability that I didn't understand for a very long time because I was young and stupid. You put it over your ranged units, or really any units, and they can't be hit by other ranged units, including airborne. They can only be hit by melee. So the only things that'll work in Dark Swarm that are against units that are under it are Zerglings, pretty much. That's it. So, there it is! Okay, so let's make Hydralisks, more Hydralisks. This is why we built all of these. Let's pull these back because I got another Spore Crawler. Let that take the heat. That bounce is really killing me here. You Hydralisks, I need you over here. I knew that was coming. It was just, it's been a consistent theme on the way the AI attacks. So you need to kind of make Spore Crawlers, or Spore Colonies, sorry, in, I don't know, I'm apologizing. In like waves of like 3. You need to have like 3 or 4 stacked, otherwise they don't do that much. I'm really happy that this base is being like entirely ignored. Okay, so they seem to come from over here, so let's make 3. Let's get my level 3 attack. Let's get my +1 air attack. They still just want to keep sending units up there. I guess I'm just gonna build one colony here because it'll extend the creep in my site up just a little bit. Okay. And let's make a huge wave of Zerglings. And by oh, it's not that many, but that's what I'm doing. Spore Crawlers. I'm gonna get another hatchery too. Need more production. I'm starting to get enough money. I have a good enough income that this isn't, this is going pretty well. I think that I am gonna push right and take that other base just because I want to make sure that I have the income I need. It's a small chance that something could go really awry, but I'd rather not take it because, like, Egression was a good example. And the Trump card was a good example where I put all my eggs in one basket and then ended up like having to barely win by just running by the base instead of destroying it because I didn't have the money. So that's why. Well, I guess in Aggression there really isn't an expansion to take. The Protoss bases are really really heavily fortified, and I guess the whole point of that mission is to kind of rush to the end. Let's make a bunch of Mutalisks because they're good. All right, let's see what this base has to offer up here. 2 Zerglings. 2 more Zerglings. Okay, and I will need Mutalisks or an Ultralisk. And a Hydralisk randomly on the high ground. There is a base that has no ramps to it on the high ground up north here, so you have to make a lot of Mutalisks to handle that. Okay. And it looks like we're clearing this out too. My Mutalisks are just flying across the map, so hopefully they don't run into anything. Ultralisks are very easily countered by small units like Zealots and Zerglings now, because, in Brood War I should say, because they don't have a cleave attack, so they can't easily kill a ton of units. So you want to go with more of a safety in numbers sort of thing, rather than big beefy units that can take the hits. I might as well take this base. In fact, I probably just have enough right now that I can keep pushing to win. Now, I believe in this mission you have to destroy every unit. It's not just the buildings, it's literally everything. Which is, I don't know if that'd be considered overkill. Wow, okay, there they are up there. Units, I'm auto-attacking you down here. That is so many Hydralisks and Guardians. Alright, we're gonna kill a ton of Mutalisks. And I want to send a drone up here to take this base because it looks like I'm about to lose this one. Unfortunately, I don't have queens that can heal this. Okay, I've distracted them away. Pull back. Actually, kill the Guardian. Oh, my hatchery. Son of a bitch. Okay, unfortunately, it looks like I've pretty much lost all of my units. Got more Mutalisks coming in. I can clean this up. That's really unfortunate. Let's get the level 1 Carapace. I'm taking this base up here. Well, that was unpleasant. I really need to... Oh, I built that other hatchery. That's so helpful. Okay, 2 more drones here, and then I'll rebuild this. And then I'll have to build more drones for this up here. I really only need 1 drone left at that base. So they did end up attacking over there. Jerks. Okay. So we cleaned up a lot of the stuff that was a threat to us. So the question is, will they attack up here? Will they attack down here? Where's going to be their main focus? Okay, you drones come up here.
Mineral field depleted.
Let's rebuild this hatchery. Okay, and then we'll hotkey all of our other hatcheries. Great. And let's get mining. In fact, let's queue up a ton of drones for up here. And they'll get there eventually. And I really need to stockpile money to make Hydralisks. Because I have some Mutalisks here, but I'm a little worried. Little worried, just because most of my attacking force got wiped out. Because I trickled them into those Mutalisks, and they do attack with Guardians. So actually, you know what? I think Mutalisks is going to be the way to go. Unfortunately, I have 3-3. Well, except my melee attack. I had 3-3 on my Hydralisks, but now... oh, it looks like there is a way to get over there. I swear there's an area up here that's not accessible by ground, so I'm not counting on it. I'm not going to go Guardians, too much time, I don't want to bother. I'm just going to do the giant Mutalisk ball and push to win. So let's just keep making Mutalisks with our money. Also, Mutalisks are more mobile, so they can defend my bases easier. Let's just get colonies. I can move the lurkers that I have down here up. Oh, you can have your lurkers hold fire. That way you can just wait for units to walk over them. That's pretty neat. Alright, with both of these bases mining now, looking pretty good. Okay. That one and that one. And then burrow. Set burrow. Okay, now we've got the income we need. We'll get some units on this gas. Get some drones on this gas. We can get another sunken colony just in case. Though it appears that Mutalisks are the biggest threat to me. Alright. I could get another Spire to get fast 3-3 air, but I think this mission will end. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish this mission before that happens. So now we just sit back and we wait for more Vespene gas. This one's depleted. When it's depleted, you only get 2 gas per return, which I guess is kind of... Oh, they are attacking up there, which I guess is kind of an improvement over StarCraft 2, where it's just empty, and that's it. Okay, I just flew over some stuff that I didn't want to fly over. There's that, and then let's get another one over here. I need more workers to mine, because I want to make sure I keep up my harvesting. Lurkers are doing a great job. Okay. Mutalisk, 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 please. Sure, let's get the melee attack. Let's do Zergling, Mutalisk. It's a great combination. With these Mutalisks, I think we could take this stuff out. Looks like another base. I remember this, there was just random spore and sunken colonies here, but nothing else. Well, I guess the Vespene Geyser, count that as something else. Alright. So, is there anything else here? No. Okay, we cleaned that out. I'm not going to take that just for the extra gas. Okay, I really don't think they have anything that could stop this amount of Mutalisks at once, so I'm just going to rally up and make it happen. So I have to hunt down all these just miscellaneous units around here, because otherwise they'll be able to still survive, and I have to find all of them. Okay. So I'm going to go see if this land bridge actually takes me over here. Looks like it. Mutalisks kill that Guardian. I wonder what part I'm thinking of that's upraised. There's definitely an upraised part. And it's got to be this. Yeah. So, they've got some Hydralisks, but it's not going to be enough. They've got a lot of Mutalisks. I'm going to pull out. Gotta pull out. I just wanted to get out of range of those Hydralisks. Looks like this is the attack force they were about to send at me, and I'm very grateful that now I could pull them away from sending that at me. Kill these Guardians, please. Okay, Zerglings, your job is to just kind of scout around and see if there's anything else we can kill. And make a bunch more Mutalisks. Oh, my reinforcements have arrived. It looks like they're building units up here and then using Overlord drops to kind of transport them down. So let's kill all these drones. Kill the hatchery, actually. It seems like the Mutalisk bounce goes further. Actually, no, no. It's not that it goes further. It's that the animation for the Glaive Worm seems a little tweaked, and I actually like it. I don't know, it seems more prominent. Maybe I'm just completely spewing that out of my ass, and someone's going to come on and be like, the Glaive Worm is exactly the same as it was in StarCraft 2, and you have no idea what you're talking about. And I wouldn't be surprised at all if that was the case. Okay, so I want to kill all these buildings up here first. Let's make a huge ton of Zerglings, send them up here, here. Okay, is there anything left up here? No, all that's left is this base down here. What is this? Carrion nest. Alright. That's not something I can build, is it? I've never seen that. No. I think it's just like a little extra, kind of like the Confederate garrisons that were in Operation Silence Green, just an extra unit hanging out. You are not making this easy on me, Garm Brood, because you're rebuilding your buildings. You know how I feel about that. Okay. Shit ton of Zerglings come in, help finish the job. Kill the Hive. Kill the Hive. I don't want them building anymore. Oh, the Zerglings. With that 20% attack speed and 3-3, they are just, like, absurdly good. Alright, so this mission was a little scary at first, just because of the attacks, but got it under control, had a secondary base wiped out, but cleaned up at the end. Anyway, this has been Jay Barino. Looks like we've got some more timer difficulties going on. I wonder if that's maybe something on my end that I could fix. Maybe I have a setting that's incorrect. I don't know. Anyway, this has been Jay Barino. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.